I have built the React drop-down menu in the basically in the React application as per the skill test given by the coding ninja. Uh, in this instruction, so there is some instructions. According to those instructions, we need to build the drop-down menu in the React application basically. So the first instruction here is an hovering on the of the button show the drop-down list basically. The drop-down component should receive the empty array to display the items in the list. On click of an option in drop-down list and close the drop-down list basically. Okay, so this is the drop-down menu which I have built in the React application. So while I will click on this drop-down menu, basically it will show me the list of the drop-downs or options. So like if I want to select the yes option, then it will show the yes here and it will close the drop-down menu. If I click on it again here, and it will again show me the drop-down list and the options in the drop-down, and we can click and select option which we want to use. We want to use the probably not, and when we click on the probably not, it will show that probably not on the drop-down menu and close the drop-down list. Okay, and this is the code here basically. So in the code I have built the basically build the button. Okay, in button I have basically use a class name or menu or the basically on click function. Okay, and also I use the selected option or no selected option function on in this button basically. When we are using the JavaScript, basically when we have a selected option value, we will show that value. Okay, when we don't have the selection option value, we will show the to the user drop down and question mark. Okay, in this way, this is the logic. So I'm basically getting the value in the button or drop down. Okay, and here if you see in this code, here I am basically using the AND operator. So this is the div basically which will have the option. Okay, this is the option where we are representing the option of the drop down. Okay, and in the button I'm basically here in the button I'm basically printing all the options, and here we're using the AND operator. In this why we're using the AND operator here, basically I'm using the use state functionality of the React to basically give the state to the drop down or value to the drop down. So is open and set is open, you said false. I'm basically putting the is open as a false, or when we click on the button, when we click on the button it gets true, and the both and div is already the button and where we are printing all the options is already true, and when is open gets true, it will show the list of the drop down menu. And selected option or set selected option, we are using it as a I'm giving the set selected option null value. When it's null, it will represent the should use a drop down. Okay, so when we click on the any of the option, it will go to the open, it will go to this function handle option click function, and in handle option click function here you can see I'm basically sending that option to the set selected option. When it go to set selected option, it will give the value to the selected option, and it will show that selected option value in the drop down. This is the logic I'm using.